Hi guys, it's Wombat. My voice is still not working, so bear with me. It's getting better. It's getting a lot better, but it's still not there. Never mind. And never mind the video I released earlier today. Evidently that was all it took to get Southern Region to finally be released. That happens frequently as soon as I release a combo. One of the maps are updated, and finally that map turned out to be Southern Region. So today I'm holding right now on Gukovo, which is the add-on for Southern Region, but other than that we are adding Southern Region, and we have the road connections down to YKS RSK from Southern Region here as well. So hold on to your hats, let's get the party started finally. And here is the map, and we'll get to what you've all been waiting for, but let's do it from the beginning, okay? We have EAA, we have Promods, obviously, we have Swedish Islands, and we have ROS up here. We have the two road connections between the Great Steppe and ROS here, and Afromap and ROS here. Obviously then Afromap and Great Steppe. The road connection, the road to Aral is found here, which is an add-on for the Great Steppe. We have the road connection between the Great Steppe and YKS RSK, and finally we have Southern Region here. It is not perfect. There's a couple of errors in the log. There's this, but that's all I've found so far. So this red cross here on the map showing that there is a sign missing here of some kind. Don't know what it is, but it's missing. It doesn't really matter. It won't affect your gameplay in any way. Possibly the couple of errors I've found on the map, they won't affect your gameplay either. It's just very, very annoying that already day one you have these errors. So that's unfortunate. Then we have the add-on map for the Great Steppe, Gukovo. It is located here. That is not updated, but it's still working. As you can see, I've already been here. It looks like it's working perfectly. Then we have the road connection between Southern Region and YKS RSK, and I'm using Sergei 061s right now. That seems to be working. ROS has one obviously as well. That seems to be working as well, but right now what you're seeing here is Sergei's. Then we have YKS RSK, as well as Romania Extended 2.2 in my case, which means that I have Chernobyl and a few other cities here as well. You might not have these if you are on version 2.1, doesn't really matter. 2.1 works just as fine on this combo as 2.2 does. We have Afromap over here, as well as PJ Indo here, Antarctica here, and Australia or Tasmania here. So that's the maps. Oops, forgot a couple. Emden is located here, of course, and Paris Rebuilt is down here. That is the map combo. I'm so happy to finally have this part added into the game. Obviously now we need something to fill this area over here. Arias is working on filling this area over here, and hopefully this area here as well. And we need something to fill this part here. And finally we also need someone to resize ROS. ROS is on the scale of, I think it's 1 to 10. Would be nice if someone could scale it down to 1 to 19 instead. That would be a great addition to the map. Compare that to, for instance, what YKS Team EU Turkey used to look like. It was bonkers big, taking up this area over here. Now it doesn't. It's on the 1:19 scale. So wish Arias and Sergey, hello, could do something about this. Hello. That is the map. That's what I had to say about the map. Let's have a look at the combo and how you set this thing up in the mod manager. And at the very bottom we have YKS RSK Assets version 1.8 followed by Australia Tasmania Model Map Def. Then we have Warren's and my own Australia Tasmania Def Quick Fix, which fix 3 sign templates and a ferry connection to Australia. So I fixed the ferry and Warren fixed the signs. So using my part of the mod you were able to haul from Calais to Tasmania. Sorry, not haul, but to take the ferry, of course. And some of you reported crashes. That was due to these 3 signs that Warren also had fixed. So make sure you download the latest version of this one. It's in the video description, of course. Then we have the Antarctica map and Def, followed by Afromap, PJ Indo version 2.65. The EAA files, all 4 of these files are found in the video description, which I'm linking to in my video description. We have the base MAPA EAA and MAPA EAA, the optional power cargo for EAA and the optional heavy cargo for EAA. Then we have the Great Step Model Map Def, followed by the Road to Aral, the Great Step add-on, and the Great Step Ferry Fix. The Great Step Ferry Fix fixes the Travemünde ferry. If you're having problems with the Travemünde ferry, you have forgotten to add this one. Then Southern Region, finally, and unfortunately still called version 7.8.0 for 135 this time, but it's not the major update I was hoping for, but at least it's working on 135 now. So we have model 321 Def and Map. The old Southern Region English city names still works. That was designed for 7.8, the older version. It works just as fine on this new 7.8. Then we have the Southern Region add-on Gukovo. Still the same old version, but it seems to be legit still working together with Southern Region as far as I can see. Russian open spaces, model, map, open spaces, vehicle and vehicle truck, followed by ROS and the Great Step road connection, and the English city names for ROS. Then we have the first part of ROS map, it's the def file, and then Promods models package 321. Media package, map package, definition package, and assets package. Above that we have EAA and Promods, the fix for EAA and Promods, and ROSmap Model 2, model and map files. On top of that we have the road connection between Promods and ROSmap, this time updated to version 4, so if you're still on version 2 or 3, make sure that you update to this one here. We also have Rudy's old city names, which is the English city names for ROSmap. Now if you try to download this file, my link goes to the Steam version of this file. So if you are using my Steam version of this one, you just subscribe to this mod, then it will automatically be downloaded to your mod folder, so in the mod manager it will be visible as soon as you have started subscribing on Steam to this mod. We then have the road connection between ROS and Rosmap, and then the Russian open spaces fix by David. Again, thank you very much, David, for doing this. If you aren't using this one, you will have broken roads on the southern part of Russian open spaces, just above Rosmap, just where the Rosmap and ROS road connections otherwise would be. So make sure that you add this one as well. Then we have Romania Extended, and Romania Extended doesn't matter if you are on version 2.2, which I am, or the older free 2.1, as long as you also use the road connections and city names files that are created for the version you are on. And since I'm on version 2.2, I have prefab, assets, model and def and map, followed by Promods 241 and Romania Extended 2.2 road connection, which is up to version 3. There's also the Romania Extended to Rosmap road connection, also version 3, as well as the Romania Extended 2.2 English city names. Then we have YKS RSK def and map version 1.8, the older but still legit YKS RSK 1.7.1 to Promods 2.41 road connection. There is no newer version yet, no newer version is needed. We have the YKS RSK to and Bosnia add-on version 1.3, and the road connection. As I said, there is one by Arias and there's one by Sergey. I'm using in this case Sergey's road connection. If you want to use Arias road connection instead, put it here and replace obviously this one with Arias road connection instead. We have the great step to YKS RSK road connection, Paris rebuilt 2.4, Emden, Swedish Islands, and on top of that we have the so-called DX11 fix version 2. If you're having problems with flickering road and terrain, it doesn't really matter which map you're on, seeing those problems, add this file and that should hopefully take care of the flickering for you. And it doesn't matter if you're seeing the flickering on OpenGL or DX9 or DX11, the file is just kind of weirdly named, as from what I've heard it fixes the problems even on DX9 and probably also on OpenGL if you're having the problems there, which has been reported, I should add. Some people have seen the problems on OpenGL as well, so use this one. I think that will fix the problem. Finally, we have Arias MEGAzoom on top of everything else. Some of you have reported that you have problems with zoom crashes when you're zooming in on the map. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and say you're not on version 2. Re-download the file. You need version 2 to get rid of the last few crashes. So there we have the setup. So there you have it. Of course, we're still waiting for Scandinavia mod and Polar rebuilding to be released, but at least we got the, to me personally at least, the map mod that we really needed here, finally in here, southern region. As I'm doing on a regular basis now, I'm gonna end the video with the 5 most important tips for those of you who are having problems getting this thing to load. First thing, you need to be on ETS2 version 1.35. This combo won't work on ETS2 1.34 or earlier, and it's not gonna work on 1.36 or later. Hello future. Tip number 2, you need all 5 map DLCs. You can't get away with just 4 of them or some of them, you need all 5 of them, including Beyond the Baltic Sea. There's no way to get around it. You can't find a fix somewhere to simulate one of them. You need all 5 map DLCs, period. Tip number 3. If you're having other mods on the same profile that you're trying to use for this map combo, remove them. Make sure that the profile still works, and then you add this combo in. Don't try to mix this combo with other mods before you know that the combo works. So again, if you have a profile that you want to use, remove all mods from that profile. Do a haul on the profile after removing all mods, just to make sure that the profile still works, and then you add the combo in. If you've done that and the combo still doesn't load, make sure that you are using exactly the same versions of the mods as I use, and make sure that you have all of the mods, not just some of them. Adding just some of them may require you to change the load order of the mods. So if you're using this combo and you claim that it doesn't work, make at least sure that you are using the same versions of the mods as I use. When in doubt, download them from the video description. I have links to all of these mods in the video description. And the 5th and final tip, if it still doesn't work, double check, triple check, quadruple check the load order. You probably have one or more mods that are either missing or is located in the wrong place. These 5 tips solves 99.99% of all the problems I have ever seen with getting these combos to work. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this combo doesn't work on 100% of all setups, but it's gonna work on 99.99% of the profiles that you are using, as long as you follow the guidelines and meet the criteria. If it doesn't load, it's on you, buddy. I'm pretty sure of it. And if you want me to prove it, if I need to prove it, if you feel like proving it, send me your game log in case it doesn't work, and I'll show you where you are wrong. I'm being cocky about it, and the simple reason is that I still haven't really found any cases where this hasn't been true. With that said, this video is getting really long now, so I'm gonna shut up. Before I go, I would just want to say thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button and also the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and I hope to see you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.